Oh, hi everybody. I just want to say hi. Um, I don't have anything important to say today. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say hi and just keep going. You know, I'm a lot better than I was, but I still need to get better. So, yeah, just be careful when you're out and about. So, there's germs and there's allergies and such, but I think dust is my biggest thing. So, like outside dust storms or even inside when trying to declutter and clean. So, lots of books and stuff like that. Books and old magazines and old bills and papers. And my goal is ultimately to become almost paperless, which, being older is kind of challenging. But paperless is really kind of a good thing if you can get there. It's not easy. But gosh, think of all the stuff that you can save on as far as like cleaning and, with the dust, with your health. And also, remember years ago when I did full-time insurance sales, or, it was all strictly commission, so it wasn't easy, but I think it was a little easier to do than it is to do nowadays. I'm, whatever, debating all that, but it's not easy to do. But if anybody ever has questions about that business, I've been in and out of it for years on a commission mostly. I've never been super successful at it. I've stayed afloat with it, basically. But occasionally I had some better clients and did better with it, but I did okay. A lot of people can't even make, a quarter in that business on a commission. So it's, you have to be a real salesperson, which I am depending on my mood, but like every day I'm not like, you see these top salespeople and they're really, I admire them really. They're the way they can just keep going every minute. But I remember back some years ago that even then I was impressed. Maybe in the 90s, I remember that people telling me that the workers' compensation insurance companies or the main office, and a lot of the companies that sold that in the main office, they were paperless. So they had a lot of stuff on computers, and they were pretty much paperless just because of the amount of paper, the sheer volume. It was being impossible to house all that and still pass their fire codes and everything. So I thought that was interesting. But when you think about it, with all our books, I know a lot of you are aware of that, the younger people, but people a little bit older, I know it's nice to have a hard copy of a book. Some special ones, I think maybe save all the special hard copy books, but so many of our books that we like, paperbacks and such, they're all online anyway. Of course, depending on the fee, if you can afford all that, and, but it just depends on the situation. But you could find it, I guess, if you want that book again, you could just go back and buy the Audible version or the Kindle or e-book of it. But, so much of everything is basically paperless when you think about it, and a lot of offices and things. And so, but on the other hand, it's not a bad idea to save all your hard copies of things and stay on top of it. I'm old enough that I sort of miss the days of fax machines. In fact, when I caught the acting bug back in 2003, as far as pursuing it seriously, I did all that, for fun in high school, and just, high school musicals, dance recitals, all kinds of stuff. But when I moved to LA the first time in 2003, they were still actually using the fax machine with black and white photos. So that way it's easier just to fax agent submissions for their clients, for the actors to audition via fax machine, and then a lot of times they'd get the sides back in via fax. But I really missed that back when I sold insurance, full time. I mean, it was strictly commission, but it was full time doesn't always mean you're getting paid all the time. But Got to close. Just like it being an actor, you got to close the deal. But anyway, so I thought I wasn't going to talk as long. I must be feeling better. Anyway, I just want to share this. So basically, we just did so much via the fax machine, and it was just so awesome. We didn't have to worry about so many things online, and now a lot of the applications for insurance are online. A lot of these procedures with AI are totally eliminating the sales agents, just like at the store. A lot of people don't even want to talk to the cashier. They just rather go through self-checkout. And a lot of people, fear that with acting. I remember when I first caught the acting bug in 2003, they were actually working on AI visuals of people and just as an extra. And some of us signed some things, which we didn't know. I was a non-union extra then. I was just kind of starstruck out there, like, oh, where's the latest celebrity to see, And I did get to see a number of them on set. I saw Hugh Grant and Dennis Quaid, Brad Pitt, so many, Luke and Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell in lots of his movies. It's an extra usually. Someday I'll make a big list and tell you all of them. Just a whole bunch of them, and that was so fun, and I thought, well, I did some of this acting, just plays and musicals in high school and recitals, but I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll be a screenwriter, do this or that. I might have, at one point, I was leaving the insurance business, thought I might become a permanent school teacher. I was subbing a lot in Texas and California, and but anyway, yeah, so it was like AI was like starting to even kind of take a little bit of a step on everybody then, because sometimes they would go around to the extras and have us sign some things that they could keep using those things in the future, and then several years later, without us getting paid or anything, so, and I think I saw my face even up on a billboard one time. I have a lot of bills to pay. Acting is not a cheap thing to go after, unless you're just going to make all your own little movies on your cell phone and your iPad, which is kind of what it is now with our auditions. We're basically doing that with the sides that they give us through the auditions. However, it wouldn't hurt to do that too, because you never know, that could take off and make some money for you. But, money's not everything, and it's a lot of fun to do all that. But sooner or later, I do think, I took Bob Frazier's program years ago, and the only way to really make, the major way to make a lot of money at it is to be on set acting with people that are making decent money at it, and not just as an extra, but actually in your regular speaking roles and everything. And I have auditioned for various projects, not a lot of auditions over the years, probably could have been more proactive in getting those on my own or through my agents, but have occasionally auditioned for some better roles. Did not book them, but I have, of course, on my IMDb, you'll see that I've booked a number of speaking roles, in low-budget films. So, but yeah, the AI thing is big. It's kind of replacing a lot of work. It's kind of replacing a lot of, or not a lot, but several insurance agents, anybody on a commission. A lot of people can just go straight to websites anyway. There were people in the insurance business even like 30 years ago when I was in it, predicting that someday that insurance agents would be eliminated and that insurance would be basically a luxury item for just certain people, because it would be unaffordable for the average person. And that was a prediction made by several insurance agents, just agents themselves that had researched it. This was like 30 years ago when I was a Prudential agent, and then later on as an independent agent. So, yeah, I guess there's just a lot to think about. I have a lot of different ideas for things. I need to maybe write some books and screenplays and such, but I feel like I need to get some people to help me collaborate on some of this stuff. I don't know. And then, how interesting would it be? You have to always, but you can't approach life in a negative thing. I have a lot of more interesting ideas that might be more fun, like romance, suspense type, things. So, but it's all, at the end of the day, it's all work. Once you try to start making money at something, it opens up a whole new realm of possibilities, but it also opens yourself up to, this is actually work, because you actually, have to do a lot of work to make money at something. I do believe, a lot of people, and for a lot of people, they do say, if you do what you love, the money will follow, and that's true for a lot of people. And actually, a lot of those people are naturally just working all the time. So that's something else to think about. When they say that, they find something they like to do, but when they're not doing it, they're constantly looking for it and getting better at it too. So anyway, my dog and cat were acting up a little bit, I guess. So maybe they're hungry. We're going to go back inside now. We went for our walk, and so yeah. But it's kind of nicer out here. I was going to show you a dandelion, but it blew away. And I really don't, I have never had all those allergy tests. I think when you get older, you have to do a lot of stuff. But I think everything I've been through, because I used to have like mild asthma, but I don't really so much anymore. Occasionally, when it's super humid, it's super humid out or rainy or something. But for me, the trigger seems to be when we had some windstorms in the area recently, outdoors in the area, but it was stirring up a lot of dust around here near where I live, and then also all that dust inside. Because I remember one time I was helping my mother dust a bunch of old dusty books one time, and I just had the worst, But I do think I also caught a cold from somebody too, all the friendly people out for St. Patty's, which I was glad to see. Because the year before, when I was still living in Dallas, I actually missed most all the St. Patty's things. I might have gone out for something, but I was too busy. I was planning to move. My place had gotten way too pricey there, so I needed to find something less expensive. So the rents just kept going up and up. But and it was heavy rain the day that they normally have the St. Patty's Day parade in Dallas. This was like well over a year ago. So the rain was kind of outrained some of the activities. So I got busy talking on the phone with somebody, and we just decided, well, I guess it's too much rain or something. But yeah, I was so happy they had great weather here. But anyway, yeah, in my mind, I'm still like thinking, just go out, go here, go there. But, you can't always do everything like you did when you were in your 20s, when you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s. You can kind of get away with it in your 30s and 40s. Sometimes once you get in your 50s, then you start in, towards 60-ish, whatever, you do have to kind of be a little more careful, like don't stay out late, and take all your vitamins, get plenty of rest, plenty of water. And I had actually run out of vitamins, and I just thought, I don't need to take vitamins. I'm trying to eat a little healthier, but you do kind of think, you do need to take vitamins, so you do kind of need to, especially as you get older. So, and don't stress out about stuff. I'm like debating on all kinds of stuff with insurance. I might be better to try to, if somebody wants me to help on part-time to, work in their office or something, But anyway, I'm just kind of like in the middle of trying to just make a lot of decisions. I'm sort of open to different kinds of work. I'm technically, older and such, but I definitely need to make more extra money. You do see a lot of retirees and retirement age people even out 60s, 70s and up working at the stores and things, because most everybody needs to make extra money nowadays. And we just have to be creative. We could maybe write some little e-books and do some Audible tapes, and there's just a lot of things we can do. But there's a lot of people, wanting to buy this program and that program and sell all these little bundles and shapes, and next thing you know, you wonder what's going on with your computer or something. So we have to be careful with all of this stuff. So, but anyway, hang in there, and hope somebody found this interesting, or some little tidbits of knowledge there from somebody who's a little bit older. So, okay, well, y'all take care. Have a good one.